Question 7. Are some people exempt from Barzakh? Many Muslims wonder about this. What happens to a baby who dies before they are old enough to understand right from wrong? What about a martyr who is killed for the sake of Allah or the prophets themselves? Do they all experience Barzakh exactly like everyone else? The answer is no, not in every case. The Quran and authentic Sunnah show that Allah has granted certain people special honors after death. The Prophet, peace be upon him, saw Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, caring for the children who died before reaching the age of responsibility. Allah also says that martyrs are alive with their Lord, receiving provision. Surah Al-Imran 3:169. Their experience is different from that of ordinary people, even though they are still before the day of judgment. The prophets are also unique. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught that Allah has forbidden the earth from consuming the bodies of the prophets. These are special exceptions granted by Allah alone. So while every soul enters the life after death, not every soul experiences Barzakh in exactly the same way. Allah gives special honor to whom He wills. But for the vast majority of people, the journey through Barzakh is exactly as described in the authentic Quran and Sunnah. Question 8. Can animals hear the punishment of the grave? You may have heard that animals sometimes act strangely near graveyards. Some people call it a myth, while others make claims that go too far. But an authentic hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari 1374 tells us something amazing. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that when a person is punished in the grave, they cry out, and every creature hears that cry except humans and jinn. That means every nearby animal can hear it. Humans and jinn are the only exceptions. At first, Aisha, may Allah pleased with her, was unsure about the punishment of the grave, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, confirmed that it is real and told her that the animals hear it. Why can't we hear it? Because it is a mercy from Allah. If we could hear the cries coming from the graves every time we passed a graveyard, life would become unbearable. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also once placed a fresh palm branch on a grave and said that by Allah's permission, the punishment might be reduced while it remained fresh. He didn't do this for every grave. It was a special case. But it shows us something important. This is mentioned in Sahih Bukhari 2:18. The punishment of the grave is real, and not everyone experiences it in the same way. Question 9. Does everyone experience Barzakh the same way? A rich businessman and a poor laborer both die on the same night in the same city. Does their money, status, or even where they are buried change what happens after death? The answer is no. The famous hadith of al-Bara ibn Azib, recorded in Sunan Abi Dawud 4753, describes what happens after death. It tells us that the believer's soul is welcomed by the angels, taken up through the heavens, and its record is placed in the highest register. But the disbeliever's soul is turned back, and its record is placed in the lowest register. Two people may die on the same night, but their journey can be completely different. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also mentioned specific punishments in the grave. One person was punished for not protecting himself from urine, and another for spreading gossip between people. This shows that different sins bring different consequences. He also taught that the one who dies while in ihram on the way to Allah's house is given a special honor. This teaches us that Barzakh is personal. It depends on your faith, your deeds, and the life you live. When you leave this world, your money, your status, and your possessions stay behind. Only your faith and your deeds go